welcome back to Kingdom Wealth Creators. Something that was posted on my previous video was a comment that somebody had when they asked me, can you tell us what your trading journey has been? And that got me thinking because I've been talking a bit about it here and there in all my previous videos, but there's never been a clear-cut video explaining what my journey has been. So I hope this journey can be explained really well in this video, and I'm hoping that it will encourage you also to become a better trader. So let's start on this. I've been trading on the stock market for roughly 16 years now, from the time I was 21, 22. Trust me, when I got on the stock market, I had no clue about anything. I had no fundamental knowledge, I had no technical knowledge, and even then the systems were outdated. You could just see the ticker tapes and you had to figure out what stocks to buy or sell. You couldn't do it at home. You had to go to a brokerage firm like Geojit or something, and then you ask the trader on the platform to trade on your behalf. So it's a lot different from what it is today. Today we sit in the comforts of our home and we can just use our own laptops and trade on whichever broker we want. So much easier now, right? We didn't have any YouTube channels then. We didn't have anyone to look to learn from. Today you have so many people teaching you about the stock market. So today actually it's much easier. And so I made a lot of mistakes growing up in the stock market. I've lost money, I've made money, I've learned from my mistakes, and it's been a wonderful journey. Now, every time I was studying or I was working abroad or things like that, I normally wouldn't have time to do active trading, so I'd park my money in some sort of investment like a mutual fund or something like that. But in November 2019, I just decided that I should pull all my money out of the stock market. If you ask me why, I can tell you in person, maybe later. And then the crash happened, the coronavirus pandemic came in, the markets all fell down all over the globe. I didn't lose a single penny during that crash because I had nothing invested. But on March 26th, 2020, I decided to re-enter the stock market. Now, I didn't have a lot of money. I come from a very middle-class family, and money has always been a tough, journey for us. We've always somehow scraped by, which is, I know the truth, the story for most of us, in India. Not all of us are born with 1 crore or 2 crores in our pockets. Not all of us have, everything taken care of. We have to work hard, be responsible, make those right choices. And that's what I want you to do also. Make those, learn how to do this so that you can become a better person. So when I re-entered the market, I had 2 lakhs with me. That's about it. Okay. And I slowly started this journey. Today, Kingdom Wealth Creators has about 3 crores in total capital. So in just 20 months, we have grown from 2 lakhs to 3 crores. Now, I don't want you to think or assume that all of this has been profit. No, not all of it has been profit. About 80 to 90 lakhs of it is profit. The rest has been capital infusion from time to time. So let me take you on this journey, telling you how I made this, these last 2 years in the stock market. And before I start on that journey, I'll encourage all of you, if you are here for the first time, please do subscribe to our channel. Please remember to like this video and share it with all your friends and family, because we really want people to make the best use of this. Remember, everything at KWC is absolutely free. We're not here to make money out of people. We are here to help people make money out of this. So when I got back into the stock market, I first decided to use Zerodha simply because Zerodha's user interface is really friendly. Okay, any layman can use it. It is really cool. But I also realized over time that the brokerage was a bit too high, and I was looking for alternate platforms where I could have lower brokerages. I even tried Kotak's Fit for a while, but it kept crashing and things like that. So that's when I chanced upon Finvasia. Finvasia offered 0 brokerage, and I thought that was good. The initial platform that I was using, called Scalpert, was not that great, but the 0 brokerage made that difference. So it was in somewhere in May and June of 2020 that I actually started transitioning to Finvasia. And since then, the journey has been like that. So let me show you how this journey has been. We have had some milestones along the way, and I will show you those milestones as well. Okay, so if you look here, you can see that my first start was on 26th March 2020. I added 20,000 and later I added 50,000 and then I put 90,000. So it was around 1.6 lakhs that I started with. And today, if you were to look at my dashboard, you can see my name, my code, and it's showing an account value of 3.92 lakhs. And if I were to take the P&L, okay, I'm just going to refresh this again from March 26, 2020 to December 18, 2021. So today you will see about realized profit about 1.49 after charges 1.27. And something that I do on my equity side is every time I get about 10 to 20% return, I will close that stock and I will enter something fresh. So my unrealized P&L will always look somewhat like this in my Zerodha account and in my Finvasi equity account, but I gradually keep converting the profits. Okay. Now let's look at what's happened on the Finvasi side. Now, if I were to, this is my Finvasi account, the back end, the dashboard. So I started sometime in April, May. Okay, and you can see here that I put about 3.5, 4 lakhs initially, and then today you can see that the total investment is about 2.8. I have a cash balance of 10. Now the actually 2.8 is down 10 lakhs because the market's been down for a while. So totally we're looking at about 3 crores in Finvasi alone, plus another 4 lakhs in Zerodha. So it's over 3 crores basically, right? This is the total investment, and you can see gradually I've been building it up. Some of it has been capital infusion, some of it has been a bit of profit that's been coming in. And so sometime in June, I started also buying shares. Till then, I would just keep capital. I just keep cash around. Very silly of me. But sometime in June is when I actually started buying equities. Eventually, I started pledging them as well. This is June 2021, by the way. So I started buying equities only in June 2021. Until then, most of the time, the cash would just lie around. That's this huge drop is when I bought Bharat bonds for about 1.4 crores. You can see that the difference from 2.25 crores, it went down to about 50 lakhs. So I bought about 1.6 crores worth of Bharat bonds then. And then I've been pledging and buying shares and all of that. Okay, so this is the journey today. I will show you my total portfolio. So this is right now about 2.8, but the actual cost of this is about 2.9. It's down about 10 lakhs right now. So again, the same principle holds. I will buy, I will look for about 10 to 20% increase, and then I will close it. I will, close up that share, and then I'll invest into the next share that looks beaten down. So I always try to buy at lower levels, try to sell at higher levels. So this is just actually 2021. Now remember, I didn't do any equity buying in the previous financial year. So it's all in this financial year as far as Finvasi is concerned. And so in 2021-22, so far I made about 10 lakhs profit. Okay, this is, like I said, I book out at a higher price and then I, buy fresh shares that are beaten down. And so this is a constant rotation that happens. Now let's look at futures and options. If you've seen my previous videos, you will understand that in the previous financial year, I made about 39 lakhs. So you can see from these that in Zerodha, I made about 1.27 lakhs for the last 20 months on an equity position about 3.6 lakhs. That's been constantly rolling. And then on Finvasi, the equity side, I made about 10 lakhs so far this year alone. And I constantly roll my positions there as well. On the FNO side, last year, as you've seen in my previous videos, I made about 33 lakhs profit. And this year already we made another 39 lakhs of profit. So we're looking at roughly 80 to 90 lakhs of profit in total over these last 20 months. So I hope that this journey of how we started with 2 lakhs, which is where most of us would start our journey, sometimes even with less than that, to how it has grown so much, almost 150 times in the span of 20 months, and generating a lot of profit as well, is something that I hope you can learn from. So let me give you a few milestones that happened along this journey, all right? When I first started in Zerodha, I would just concentrate on the cash market simply because that was where my strengths were, what I knew to do. And I would focus on buying and then selling shares as they grew in value. That's all I did. When I started moving to Finvasya, there was this new rule that came out by NSE, by SEBI, which gave us margin benefit if we used hedging in the FNO market. And that's when I stepped into the FNO market to make use of this margin benefit in hedging. And from June, July 2020, when they introduced this rule, I started focusing more on FNO trades. And that's when the profit levels started increasing. From that time till now, I've mainly focused on doing stock trades, meaning I would focus on selling calls or put options in the actual stocks itself, not on the index, not on the Nifty or the Bank Nifty. But this month, or actually to be more correct, sometime in October, November, because I was starting to buy a lot of shares in the equity market to pledge and use that for trading, I realized I needed a hedge because we can't expect the market to continuously go up. And that's when I started hedging my equity position with options on the index or the Nifty. And gradually now, I do a lot more trading on the Nifty. I do a lot of strangles. Basically, it's a small transition from just doing strangles on stocks specific trades to doing strangles also on the index. I don't do Bank Nifty strangles as much as possible because the Bank Nifty is very volatile, but I do a lot more active strangles on the Nifty, and that's kind of going well as well. So this has been my journey. 2020 March, we started with 2 lakhs. December 2021, today we are at 3 crores. We are also employing 3 people, which is something that I really love because I think the best thing an entrepreneur can do is to create opportunities for others as well. And so that's something that I'm really proud of what KWC has done. We have helped so many people. I think at the last count, we have about 200 people in our community that we have helped for free. We don't charge anyone a single penny for what we do. What we try to do is help them create wealth for themselves. It is easy to hand out a fish every day to someone. It is even better if we can teach them how to fish. And that's the entire principle behind Kingdom Wealth Creators, where we would want that person who comes and joins us on this journey to learn how to create wealth for themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something from this. I want you to know that anyone has the ability to create wealth. It might not be money alone, it can be so many other things. But if you can figure it out, put some hard work into it, and stay diligent, stay focused, I'm sure that you will also be successful in whatever journey, whether it's life, whether it's a stock market, whatever. So thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for listening to this video. We really appreciate you being part of this journey with us.